This is Lance Leo, and welcome to TuskerStrong, where simple, effective training keeps you strong for life. Hey, look, most people won't fail at fitness because they're lazy. They'll fail because the same mistakes repeat, just with a new calendar. Guys, today I want to make sure we walk through the 5 reasons that this does happen and how to avoid them. Thanks for your patience. If something could have gone wrong this morning in the frozen tundra of Minneapolis, it could, and it did. So guys, let's go through those 5 things today. Welcome again to the TuskerCast. I'm excited to have you. We'll run through these so that in 2026, this could be a breakout year for you. So let's jump into some of these key elements today. One of the most important things I would say I find in these 26 years of doing this with folks is a sense of impatience, right? Not being or seeing the need to go slow in the start, right? So they'll come out full bore, literally 0 to 60 in seconds with a program and expect change quickly. And unfortunately, that lack of patience typically leads to the path of injury, burnout, etc. So I think one of the most important things you could do is demonstrate patience as you pursue this thing called fitness, all right? So probably one of the most important pieces there is seeing the long game perspective, all right? So again, if you don't have patience, you're far more likely to come out of the blocks too quickly and fall prey to injury. So that's point 1. We will run through 5 of these today. If you do have questions, by all means, feel free to throw those up for me. I'll do my very best to answer those for you. So point 1, impatience. Second thing I've noticed as well is a lot of folks, including myself, I can remember back in my 20s, following the inappropriate plan. In other words, I imitated or tried to focus on what other people had been doing, and I was not in that lane yet, right? So when I was in my 20s, I was all about triathlon. I remember following the wrong plan, a plan that a pro was using, and I was not even close to a pro when I was 20 years old. I can still remember having that document on my wall at University of Maine, trying to follow that plan to a T, and every time I would do that, I'd always come to a sense of burnout, right? Because it just didn't sync with my current fitness level. So what I certainly recommend is make sure you find a plan that meets you where you're currently at. You cannot imitate what these people are doing on TikTok, Instagram, unless you have proven yourself worthy to do so. All right, it takes years and years and years of training to develop the engine and the ability to follow plans that a lot of these people are just throwing up there. And so ultimately, if you try to imitate something that doesn't meet your current fitness level, that's where we typically burn out and also fatigue, and also, quite frankly, just don't enjoy the process, because that's part of this as well. You should try to enjoy the process of movement. So again, imitation. First point today, again, was impatience. Second one was imitation. The third element is delusion. One thing I think, again, it doesn't help that we're fed constantly on social media. These people that are 2% body fat, just absolutely shredded and ripped. And we have this mindset that we can get there too. But the problem here is it just takes time, right? And I wouldn't say that's even a problem. I just think that's a good, strong reality. So I would make sure that you have the right mindset, have someone that you can talk to that has your best in mind, right? So that you can be given appropriate guidance and be walked along a path that will sync with, again, your current fitness level, your injury past or history, your age, everything, all those variables that'll keep you on the path of clear thinking, right? Clear thinking. So again, you're not falling prey to the misguided information. So again, we have to make sure our expectations sync with where we're starting from. Okay, so that's a key point. So a disillusion or a delusion, not having a clear mind, an appropriate understanding of where we're starting from. All right, guys, that's 3 key points. The next one I've also seen far too often, including myself, I can remember the days of being so focused on a plan that come hell or high water, I would do that workout that was written out for me. So we all have to have a sense or the ability to flex, all right? So we're not robots. I often tell my clients this. We are not robots. We are not machines. Even machines break down. So we have to be able to see the need to pivot if our body is telling us, hey, look, we have a sickness coming on. Look, we broke something. We sprained something. We also need to have that mindset of not being so rigid that we continue to forge forward, and then all of a sudden you're now out for 6 to 8 weeks because of an injury that has now become even more full-blown injury. Worst case scenario, overtraining, which has now become so excessive that you're just flat and have nothing to fight with. So we have to always have a sense of flexibility and not be so rigid with our mindset that we can't pivot. And I always say that to my people, we have to be able to pivot. All right, guys, our fifth point I will hit with you here is, whoops, sorry about that. I had to pull that phone in here real quick. Bear with me. Sorry about that. Thanks for your patience, and I will pull that in hopefully. There it is. All right, good. All right, sorry about that. Fifth and final point is being nearsighted. I kind of alluded to this already, but we all need to have a long-term vision of this journey called fitness, right? It doesn't happen overnight. I want all of us to understand that a lot of what I'm proposing for everyone that I'm working with, this takes years to develop. And in this microwave world, unfortunately, we're fed that lie that it can come quickly. All right, so I want you to understand this is a slow bake oven here at TuskerStrong, where the vision is long-term gains, not short-term. So keep that in mind, that adaptation that lasts takes weeks and months and years of accumulating appropriate stress. All right, we cannot be, as I kind of alluded on the very front end, if you're going on a 1 to 10 scale and you're coming out of those blocks January 1, full tilt, basically in 5th, 6th gear in that manual gearbox, you're going to learn quickly your body is not going to be able to sustain that pace. So always remember, this is a long-term lifestyle that I'm proposing and encouraging. So please do not get discouraged in life that we're given here. There's a lot of opportunity to build a stronger version of yourself. It takes a long journey, okay? So it takes weeks and months of accumulating fatigue and allowing rest as well. So have a long-term vision versus a nearsighted vision, and expect setbacks, but hopefully you'll go 3 steps forward to 1 step back if you have a far vision, long-term vision towards this journey of fitness. Guys, those are 5 key points I wanted to stress. We could go into deeper detail on all of these, but I do hope they did provide for you. Anthony, it's always good to see you, buddy. Some insight on how to keep away from failing in 2026 if your goal is to become a stronger version of your current self. Guys, again, I can't thank you enough. As I always say, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your commitment. If you are interested in more, I can't help but share with you real quick. There are a lot of options here with TuskerStrong. I am introducing the 5-minute snatch test, which we will be executing every 4th Wednesday at 5:30 a.m. We'll retest, and I will suggest you training protocol to improve that score. Next thing I wanted to share real quick I also provide 1 kettlebell all levels 30-minute training programs or videos that, again, I think would be a great fit if you're looking for simplicity and effectiveness. Last 2 programs that I will encourage you to consider doing or engaging in is the VO2 Max project, which is just on fire, where we're building not only aerobic capacity, but also strength. And then lastly, if you are interested in, again, it's simple and effective, the 24 kilogram training series is another outstanding option where we're just using a 24 kilogram bell and building a stronger version of yourself using just that one size bell. Guys, I can't thank you enough for your time. Thank you for your patience. I think everything that could go wrong did go wrong in this frozen tundra, but I am grateful for each of you. Thank you for joining me for the 6th episode of the TuskerCast, where in these next coming episodes, we will dive into other topics that could possibly be controversial, but also ultimately promoting a stronger version of yourself, providing my take on it all. All right, guys, again, thank you for everything. Stay strong, stay Tusker strong, and let's do everything we possibly can to age well.